The party is still going strong as Leon and I return to the inn and head into our separate rooms. I haven't had that much fun in ages. As I fall into my bed, I enter dreamland with an immense smile on my face. The next morning, we regrouped downstairs at the inn as planned.
Is everyone now prepared to begin our journey?
Hey, Pinky. We nod.
Then let us depart.
Indeed, we shall depart for the city of Embermist. She leads the way out of the inn and back into the quiet city. Remnants of last night's festival litter the ground, then a series of petals and general debris. The cleanup detail is hard at work. They wear thick gloves as they half-heartedly remove the decorations and debris. Wonder how long they've been working on this. The festivities continued even after I threw on my hat and went to bed. Leanne and I share a glance, and she smiles. We follow Amelia through the twists and turns of the city. Where exactly are we going now?
To the Crystal Rail Station.
Oh, you have trains! Fun. Crystal Rail? Well, it sounds like it might be a train. Leanna speaks up before I can even ask.
Where are we taking the Crystal Rail to?
Bazada.
Baba? She looks up in surprise.
Embermist is in Bazada?
Or is it just on the way?
They say you can find anything there.
Yeah, but a hidden... Never mind. She shoots Zack a look, but you return to the usual stony gaze. What's so surprising about... Bazada?
It's just closer than I expected.
Oh.
No, Embermist is not within Bazada.
Yeah,
but Bazada is the closest station to the location of Embermist.
Also, sorry, didn't mean to interrupt you, but yeah, I figured as much. Liana still seems skeptical, but doesn't push it. I guess we'll find out whether or not Amelia's right. I continue the rest of the way in silence. After a few minutes, we arrive at the station. The setup is a simpler version of our train stations back home. The ticket booth is right across from the entrance. While they sort out retrieving tickets, I look around. Vendors selling food and trinkets line perimeter, trinkets line perimeter of... Oh, selling food and trinkets line perimeter of the enclosed space. Should have been a V there, I think that's what throwing me off. The building is mostly empty this time of the morning.
We must hurry if we wish to catch the next crystal rail. It is nearing the platform.
I can't see! Once we get our tickets, we rush down the back hallway, which opens to the platform. There we are! Ooh, pretty, I like it. Arriving on the platform is a sleek bullet train, porcelain white with windows dotting the sides. My jaw drops as I watch it hover over the tracks. A pair of long crystal rows run along the bottom of the train with identical crystal rows onto the track. This is so cool. I feel almost giddy as we land aboard. I can't believe I'm about to ride on a hover train. Liana cocks her head to the side.
Is this not something you're used to?
Not quite. Not exactly. We have trains too, but they mostly run on diesel electricity now. The digital models are powered by steam. Liana's eyes widen.
That must be some powerful magic.
It's not magic, but whatever. That's not magic, that's just boiling water. This is magic. Liana smiles.
Boy.
Nah. The Pongo eyes the crystal in the train, his mouth open in anticipation. Liana notices and snatches him up. Wait, when did you even get back? You were off with the green one. What happened?
Boy.
He wriggles at first, but after she gives him a few pats in the head, a few pats on his top. Okay, it's a ball. He calms down and grins at her. We're about to board the train when the attendant stops us.
Sorry, Pongas are not allowed due to equipment which are sensitive to energy absorption.
It's just like getting on a plane, you have to turn off it.
Oh.
Bella looks out at the blue guy in her arms.
I'm sorry, my friend, but I think this is where we say goodbye.
He blinks back at her in confusion, a worried smile on his face.
Boy?
Uh-oh. Lana's lip trembles.
I'm sorry.
Aww. She gives him a final hug and sets him down on the ground. Then, with glassy eyes full of tears, she rushes into the train. The Pongo blinks.
Boy.
Amelia cocks her head to the side and looks at it. The Pongo mimics her.
Boy.
I have not known you long, but I will be saddened to see you go.
She nods and hops onto the train. Zack looks at the Pongo and instinctively his hand protects his guns.
Try not to eat anyone else's weapon.
I know, love lost there.
Boy.
The Pongo blinks at Zack's retreating form. Finally, it's my turn. I'll miss you. He blinks and grins.
Boy.
I didn't expect this to be so difficult, but I've really got attached to you, little blob. He cocks out to the side and tries again.
Poi, poi,
Sorry, little buddy, but this is as far as we can go together.
poi.
He tries to hop onto my shoulder as he's done so many times in the past. This is actually depressing. I'm sorry, but you have to stay here.
Poi?
No, don't. I quickly turn away and head onto the train. While the people board the train, I join the rest of my group. Liana tries to control her sniffles while Amelia looks down at her feet. Zach acts casual as always. The nod he gives me feels lackluster. We're all feeling the loss of the Pongo. He was my first friend when I came to this world. After we've had a moment to compose ourselves, we search for our train cabin. We passed a few cars before we finally find our cabin towards the end of the train. Yep. What's wrong? Why are you... Amelia slides open the door, then shuts it immediately.
Impossible.
What? What's going on? But she opens the door again, we all peer inside. Inside the cozy cabin are plush seats, a rack above the seats to hold any luggage, and a rectangular table in the center. There is also a Pongo bouncing happening on the seats?
Boy, boy!
You little devil, how'd you do it?
Pongo!
Liana squeals excitedly and scoops him back up in a big hug. We all file into the cabin after her and shut the door before anyone notices the Pongo. When Liana notices our stairs, she clears the throat and sets them back down.
But how did you get in here?
Seriously, what you decided a second ago? How'd you get in here and find our cabin before we did?
Poi!
Oh, that explains it. Can someone translate Pongo?
Impossible.
Apparently she can. How? I think the Pongo broke Amelia. Zach, as in face as always, plops down in one of the seats and leans back.
Some things just can't be explained.
Bullshit! With how often the Pongo seems to disappear and reappear unexpectedly, you'd think we'd be used to it by now. I take a seat as well and the Pongo hops on my lap. There you go. Liana pouts as the Pongo moves away from her. Amelia seems to have recomposed herself and also takes a seat. Not much later, I feel the jerk of the train departing and hear the calming hum of the engine. Alright. Both Liana and Amelia stare out the window. Wait, do I not have a window seat? This sucks. Zach has his head down and his arms crossed. I think he may be asleep, but it's hard to tell. Or just relaxing. You know, sometimes you can just sit back when you're taking a ride, just close your eyes and just kind of enjoy the feel of the vehicle moving around you. Remembering how I found him in the campsite, I can only assume this guy can literally sleep anywhere. My eyes feel droopy too. I really went all out last night and did not get enough sleep. I doubt anyone will mind if I caught up on a few of those hours I lost. When I awaken, everyone else is awake too and looking more bored than ever. Only the Pongo snoozes on my lap. Ooh, pretty. How long was I asleep for? Liana glances at me.
Just a few hours.
I'll add a few more then. We're almost there.
No. We will not arrive before tomorrow.
Before tomorrow, okay. Tomorrow?
Yes.
Yeesh, I don't have all the spare time. Dude, it's sometime tomorrow. That's a... Yeah. I automatically reach for my pocket to pull up my phone, forgetting for a second that it doesn't work. Shoot. But then, my hand closes in on something equally good. I pull up my deck of cards and lay them on the table. Liana cranes her neck to see better.
What do you have there?
My cards. I cut the deck and shuffle them. Want to play something? No, people can play cheat.
How do you play that?
You cheat. No. It's easy. Each time you pull a card from your hand face down on the center of the table, you will put a card from your hand face down in the center of the table and say what card it is. Like this. I put one down as an example. One king. Then everyone else at the table can decide whether or not I'm telling the truth. Think I'm lying? You call it cheater. We called it bullshit. And I'll have to reveal a card. If I was lying, I take all the cards in the pile. If I was telling the truth, then whoever accused me takes all the cards in the pile, and the next person starts a new round. You win by having no cards in your hand.
Sounds like fun. I'll play.
Amelia looks thoughtful.
Although I have not partaken in this game before, This sounds like it would be a stimulating challenge.
Yeah, okay. I glance at Zach. You in? He shakes his head.
I'll pass.
Alright. This is a game literally about cheating, and you're never mind. Liana frowns.
Why not? I know that mercenaries love card games. And it's not like there's much else to do while we wait.
And again, this is literally one where you're expected to cheat. And if you get caught cheating, well, you just get punished for it. But I mean, that's part of the rule of the game.
It's just not my type of game.
Okay, then what do you like? Let's up the stakes here. As a mercenary, I think I know what can spark his interest. What if we play for money? Zach sits up and looks at me.
I thought you didn't have money.
I do have money. I fish from my pocket and drop the loose change I have on the table. It's just not usable here. Amelia leans in close and peers with the money. Even Liana takes an interested glance.
I fail to recognize this type of currency.
Did you say it's not usable? Well, I'm not exactly from Asaria. Amelia stares intently at me again. After a long pause, she looks back at the coins.
I see.
I pointed the different types of change I have. Make sure you get the pennies. They're the most valuable.
Are these not made from copper?
Wow, what a... yes.
And the nickel would be made from nickel.
Yes. Also yes.
Then suffice it as to say, should not the nickel be more valuable than the penny?
Fuck. Damn, she got me. Zach leans back in his seat.
If it's not money I can use, then I'm not interested.
Zach,
I will pay you for his coins.
Oh. Zach just back up.
Go on.
For any coin of his you receive, I will trade you one of our coins.
Amelia, you really don't have to do that.
I know.
Okay, well, why then? Liana looks uneasily between Zach and Amelia.
All right. Deal.
As Zach settles in, I deal with the cards. Zach frowns, he looks at his hand.
These cards are strange.
Like I said, I'm not from Asaria. I give a brief rundown of the suites and face cards. When I look up from my hand, I see Amelia staring at me. This is getting a little uncomfortable. Let's start the bet. We all throw our coins on the table. I'll go first. I drop a card face down on the table. 110. Silence. No one reacts. Okay, Liana, it's your go.
Okay.
She slides the card onto the table, her face completely blank.
1, 2.
Damn it! I mean, passing is kind of the obvious thing here, unless I really want to take a risk, because it's like you want to try and make. Also, what's in my hand? That's a huge thing. What's in my hand? I bet you tell the truth. Nobody else calls her out either. Amelia's go. Her face is even more soaked than Liana's. Amelia places a card on the table.
One queen.
Again, I have nothing to go on. This would just be literally just luck of the draw. And while there is chance involved, there's also a bit of card counting involved too, to an extent. And again, your own knowledge of your hand plays into that. It's been a while since I've actually played the game myself, but I mean, like, little bits and pieces are coming back to me, like how we played it. I don't think she's cheating. Again, not as anyone else. Maybe they aren't quite understand how to play, although I guess it is just the first round. You also don't want to take unnecessary risks and get more cards than you need. Finally, it's Zach's go. In the usual Zach fashion, he stoically slips the card down.
2 8s.
Cheater.
Whoa, she was fast. Without breaking his poker face, he flips the card over to reveal different cards than 8s. Finally, he collects the pile. We count how many cards each person has in their hands, and whoever has the lowest number so far collects the first round of bets. We throw in our next round of bets. Okay, me again. We had a lot of truce last round. Let's switch things up a bit. Poker face or... Well, that depends. What's my... fuck it. Keeping my face as still as blank as possible, I slip 2 cards on the table. 2 3s.
Cheater.
How'd you know? I stare at her and reluctantly turn off my cards to reveal a mixture of numbers. Unless you can literally just like... You're just that good at reading physical tells or some shit. I stared and reluctantly tried on my cards, reveal a mixture of numbers. And I did so well. Maybe Leona looks slightly worried at her hand, then smooths her face.
2 aces.
I saw that moment of worry. She's definitely cheating. Cheater! Well. That's me, bugger then. You tricked me! She giggles. Amelia puts down her cards.
2 sevens.
I do not know. It's like, is it in her to lie at the same time? Ultimate poker face. Fine, fuck it. Taking a risk. Cheater. Besides, I click the pile. Not delay, Zach lays down his cards.
2 5s.
Before anyone else has a chance to react, Amelia calls
Cheater.
out. Zach grumbles under his breath as he collects the pile.
Why did you bother bluffing when you were the one starting a new pile?
That's the best time to bluff. Nobody expects you to.
Well, Amelia expected it.
I think Amelia's cheating at cheat. Zach looks sideways at Amelia.
Because she's some kind of mind-reading witch.
Bene Gesserit witch! Amelia looks smug at Zach's disgruntledness. Hey, you've shown emotion for once in your life. Well, no, earlier you did. You look shocked. The bet for this round goes to the winner when we start a new pot. Back to me again. Going to see what I do best. Might try Leona's strategy was tricking me. Maybe she'll fall for her own trick. I purposely let it slip on my face and I might be lying. 1 king. Nobody calls me out. Guess once it's been done, it'd be hard to fool everyone again. Oh well. Leona lays down her card looking confident.
1 king.
Now, see, I don't know. Cheater.
You weren't the only one with that card. Even if you were telling the truth the last round.
I know. I took a chance. Guess I never know. Yeah. I click all the cards. Amelia wears the same stony face and slips down a card.
1 jack.
I'm not even gonna... Again, I can't get a read on her, so I fall to keep back and keeping quiet. Zach plays his card.
1 6.
Again, Amelia is faster than anyone else.
Cheater.
Zach growls in frustration.
How do you know every single time?
Dude, you've cheated like every single time. Amelia just stares at her with her same blank stare, which frustrates Zach even
This is
more.
the dumbest game ever.
Oh, don't get so pissy because you're losing. He throws his cards on the table and knocks with the coins while crossing his arms. Leona jumps away from the table as Zach hits it, her eyes wide. I'm a little taken aback and jolt back, which wakes up the Pongo. Only Amelia remains unfazed.
Poi.
Zach's being a little bitch. Just ignore him. So, should we keep playing? I mean, the mood kind of has been ruined by the fucking 5-year-old.
Of course.
Okay. Play out of spite then. I don't know if that means you're going to play smarter or you're just going to get even dumber with your moves. Zach picks his card back up. Leanne and I glance at each other and burst out laughing. At first, Amelia looks at us in bewilderment, but our laughter is so contagious she breaks a smile.
Are we playing or what?
I think you're getting played here, but sure. We resume the game with smiles all around. Well, almost. The longer we played, the more into the game everyone became. Needless to say, Amelia quickly guessed Zach's cheats every single time, much to Zach's ever-growing frustration. In the end, I won the game with the first turn out of cards. How? How? Not based on my performance. When we were tired of cheat, I taught them a couple other games. It was late into the night when we all decided to turn in and go to sleep.